Sziasztok! Kellemes hétfő estét mindenkinek! Folytatjuk a Dragonholdos sztorit. Tegnap ugye megkerestük az elveszett, illetve hát mondjuk úgy ellopott Szent Harangot, és így a nagyon cuki kis klán főmacska elárult nekünk, hogy hol van az a sárkány, aki segíteni fog nekünk és a vörös sárkánynak, akinek Naffalar a neve, vagy valami hasonló, hogy legyőzzük a gónosz fekete sárkányt. Ki el akarja pusztítani Tamriát. Na, és most így az a feladat, hogy elmenjünk és megkeressük ezt a segédsárkányt, úgy. Az már megvan, hogy hol van, mert a kis macska elárulta. Kis klán főnök macska itt lesz. Elméletileg, bár ez gyanús hely, mert a fekete sárkány idézőjelben emberei tartják elvileg rendezés alatt, aztán majd mindjárt kiderül, mi van ott. Mi a törpe? Izúság? Elég sárkányt keresni. Semmi, hát az nem sok. Na nézzük, hol ez a sárkány. Azt mondja, hogy... ott lesz arra. kell lenni potit, hogy igen, és hát elnyomni a capture-t, azt mondja, hogy... Ja, majd akkor lehet, hogyha lejárt, jó, akkor azt megvárjuk. Na, valami bányában lesz a... Igen, az egy másik játék. Most egy bányában kell megkeresni egy sárkányt, aki segíteni fog. Hát ez a Terrorbird nem akad le róla. Es. Na azért.
Athalar was right. This quarry is teeming with cultists. I haven't seen Athalar, but I don't think he can approach this quarry. The cultists would spot him before he got close. We might be on our own for this one. No sign of the dragons, but there are plenty of cultists.
Egyelőre nincs
Mining
nyolc
and keeping
sárkány.
watch. This doesn't make any sense. What would a dragon cult want with limestone? The mine's entrance should be west of here. You take the lead. I suspect the dragon cult seeks something more important than limestone. But what could it be?
Valamit nagyon keresnek itt. Hoppá!
Flesh for the fires to come. Join me, brothers and sisters.
Na, kaptam egy segítséget, itt a csaj. Arra van a bány. Egyébként ezt a sárkány nem meg kell ölni, hanem meg kell keresni, és segíteni fog. Elméletileg.
Please, over here. Thank the Hist someone arrived. You're not with the crazed cult out there, are you? No. If you were, you would have summoned the others by now. Please help me. I've been trapped here for hours with no chance of escape. My friends and I became separated at the quarry. We sought the strange Aeon Stone that we heard about. Figured we'd take a little, bring it back to my father's jewelry shop in Murkmire. That's when the cultists decided to run us off. We ran in different directions once the cultists started chasing us. I lost sight of them while fleeing for my life. I ducked under here and have been hiding ever since. Could you look for my friends, please? My friends must be hiding around the quarry. Find them and let me know I'll be waiting at the rendezvous spot. They're Argonians like me. You can't miss them. Look for Mitza, Falls with Grace, and Nasi. And please, watch out for those cultists. Rumors spread like wildfire through the streets of Senchal, especially if it involves anything valuable. Most of what we heard indicated that the locals avoided the stuff, though. Said it was cursed, or tainted, or something like that. Curses? No. If someone had mentioned the cultists, though, that's a different matter. Look, I just want to see my friends again. Then we'll leave elsewhere and return to my father's shop in Murkmire.
Most még argóniáinkat is keresgélni kell. Itt vannak fölül. Aha. Hát az meg ott micsoda. Látod azt a fél gömböt? Az meg mi ott? Ott az egyik argoniai ott halott fönt. Hát itt nem lehet fölmászni. Itt hol lehet fölmászni? Ja, itt az egyik.
Please. I didn't take any of the green stones. And if I did, I'll make sure to put them back. Just please, don't hurt me. Oh, thank you. I saw what happened to Paul Falls, and I got so frightened. I'll go find Nomu right now.
Másik az ott van fönn, de az meghalt. Úgy van valahol még egy. Úgy valahol van még egy. De az olyan hol lehet. Elmegyek, hát a fönt van. Nem, itt a bánya van. Na szép. Nem is lehet feljebb menni. Hát így bement a bányába.
Join me, brother. My master's power is limitless, and he will share
Ó,
it
itt van a fekete sárkány.
I will die.
Ó, ott vannak benne.
before I bow to you, or your master, Lathulan, if you insist.
Lathulon. And the other dragon, is that Yggdrasil? This doesn't sound good. We need to get down there and try to protect Yggdrasil.
Hát akkor menjünk. Ez biztos tényleg nem hangzik jól. Milyen zöld kő. De hol ilyen zöld kő van.
Curse the old moons, Joan and Jode. The new moon shall rule the sky soon enough.
Yes. Here's your command, Zakashin.
Ketten voltak. Szerintem akkor félgömnek köze van ehhez a zöld kőhöz. Van egy olyan érzésem. Mi ott kint volt a távolban.
What is that green stone they're mining? I've never seen anything like it.
Én sem láttam ilyen zöld követ, mint de mindenhol ez van itt.
You asked for this, Yagrandu.
Hoppá. Oh-oh.
Damn it! I hope we aren't too late.
Hát, igen. Eltűnt a fekete? Legyúrtam, vagy kinyittam a másikat. Az jó. Szerintem kinyírta. Meg kell ölni a Jagrandut. Még kell megölni a Jagrandut.
Worthless pests. Deal with them, Rakaji.
Mi?
With pleasure, my master. Rise, Yagran.
Jaj, értem.
He's turning his Ron to an
Megölte a sárkányt és most feléleszti a nekromantájt. Hát ez remek.
Persistent fools. Soon, all of elsewhere will bow to my master. You will serve Latula, if not in life, then in death.
Ajaj, ez nem túl jó. Ennyit arra, hogy ez segíteni fog. Köszi. Súlycsirkelettel. Úgy kell azt. Remélem most vezetem. Hát szerencsétlen dupla meg van.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Watch
Hát
out!
ez nem. Hopp, visszaírta.
Izimar.
Nem itt a
Your
vörös
battle is
sárkány.
done.
Hát igen, ez nem jól sikerült.
I'll never get used to a dragon landing in front of me.
Terjes tisztelni a zöld kővel.
That is what happens to those who defy Lord Vulan. He kills them, then forces their corpse to do his bidding. Park Lok, what shameful arrogance. Waiting for Lord Vulan to leave. Had I faced him now, he would have overpowered me. Do not think me proud of such actions, Hunter. Lord Vulan has somehow increased his power. We are not prepared to fight him just yet. To raise one of my kind takes great skill and greater preparation. Rakajin used the green stone to amplify his necromantic abilities. That stone... It must be why Lord Vulan's cult has claimed this mine.
A kővel élesztette fel a sárkányt a zöld kő.
When Lord Vulan hears of your victory, he will return to secure this mine. We must return to the Sanctum before that happens. After that, we can decide our next course of action.
Hát jó.
Lord Vulan underestimated you, Hunter. He shall not do so again.
Well, that went horribly wrong, didn't it?
Akkor most nem tudom, mi lesz. Ez segített volna nekünk. Itt még össze meg kell keresnem egy argóniait. Na, itt van.
I cannot run anymore. There's too many of them, and my friends are gone. I surrender. Go ahead, cultist. Do what you may. Truly? That is good news. I think I have enough strength to make it to that location. Thank you, stranger. Just remind me never to listen to Nomu's stupid ideas again.
Aj, elkap a szalamandra.
swore the dragons are my allies.
Well, that went horribly wrong, didn't it? We should let Sai Sahan know what happened. Maybe he'll have an idea about how we salvage this operation.
Hol ez a Nomu? Kiment? Kiment?
This one shall prove himself. Look upon my works, new moon.
Megint elbújt valahol, ott van a szikla mögött, valahol fogadjunk. Mondom én. Az óriás tatuteknős, tök jól néz ki. Éppen táplálkozik.
I think I've had enough of this place. I appreciate what you did, but I think I want to go back to the nice, bug-infested swamp. My scales are flaking from all of this dry heat.
We actually got out of there alive thanks to you. I just wish Falls had made it too.
Mitsa told me what happened to poor Falls. But thanks so much for finding the others. I just wish I had something to give her family back home in Murkmire. That's Falls, all right. She loved this ring. I'll make sure her family gets it when we're back home in Murkmire. Anyway, thank you. Why don't you take this, for your efforts? I just wish it could be more.
Hát köszi.
While we weren't able to get any of that Aeon Stone, we learned a valuable lesson. Never cross paths with crazed cultists. I suppose we should make plans to head back to Murkmire. Thanks again for finding my friends.
Akkor most elvileg vissza kell menni a szentélybe. Az a vésrány ott fent. Menjünk vissza a szentélybe.
There's nothing you could have done.
I know, I know. I just wish we'd gotten there sooner. I hate to deliver such horrible news. Still, it seems Saisahan has a plan. You should speak to him.
Biztos, hogy van valami terve.
You did well today. Your Grandu may not have joined us, but neither will his corpse become a tool of Latvalon. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Did you discover anything else? An army of dragons with the means to amplify their power? That doesn't bode well. I do not like that we're going into this fight blind. There's too much we don't know about Latvalon and this cult of his. We need more information. I do. But first, I have something for you. I found it in the Sanctum's treasury. But let's keep this between us. If a certain smuggling crew knew we had a treasury, they'd empty it faster than Zaji can drain a bottle of plum brandy. If we can't outmatch our enemies, we must outwit them. I want you to infiltrate the cult. Learn where their base of operations is located, how large a force they command, and most importantly, what they plan to do next. Aelia believes the cult is recruiting in Senchal. I want you to find a recruiter and join their ranks. As a member of the cult, you'll be privy to a great deal of information. But first, you'll want to speak with General Renmus. If there's cult activity in the city, Renmus should know something about it. I want you to see if he has any leads you can follow. Haley has agreed to get you into the palace. No need to schedule another appointment. When you've learned all you can about the Dragon Cult, return to the Sanctum and report your findings. Training our new Dragon Guard. The Pounce's crew may be the best smugglers in Elsewhere, but that doesn't make them dragon hunters. Luckily, I was able to outfit them with weapons and armor from the Sanctum stores. They don't have a choice. Their homeland has been invaded and they want to protect it. I'll do my best to help them, but there's only so much we can accomplish with the limited time we have. There's always hope, my friend. Even in the darkest night, a candle can shine. This is the time to stand against this rage of dragons. Victory isn't certain, but what in life ever is? We have to believe we have a chance, or all is lost. A wise request. Our enemy is Latvalon, the dragon of great power and greater evil. He seeks to destroy Tamriel, but we do not know yet how he plans to do so. We do know that he leads a large cult and has several dragons working with him. They worship Latvalon and seek to help him destroy our ally, Nathalar. One of the cult's prominent members, the necromancer Rakajin, has demonstrated how they use a strange green stone to amplify magic. You saw its power, not I. Did it not allow the necromancer to raise Yagrandu from the dead to attack you? Regardless, you must infiltrate the cult and learn more. Find out what they're up to, why they follow Latvalon.
Hát jó.
Hey, Dragon Guard.
I doubt my father can point us directly to a recruiter, but he will know if the cult has been active in the city. Anything he can tell us will help. I'll meet you in Senchal in front of the palace, after I take a moment to compose myself. Honestly, not great. My first mission as a Dragon Guard went terribly wrong. The more we learn about Latvalon, the less confident I become. If he decides to attack Senchal, I don't think there's anything my father can do. I suppose. But Senchal has been my home for 5 years. It means more to me than the Empire ever did. I can't bear the thought that it might be destroyed. I remember when I first met Zaji. He asked me who I was, but immediately stopped me. I started to tell him about my parents. He shook his head and said, "That's who they are. Who are you?" So I told him everything. How playing the flute reminded me of my mother, how father would never respect me if I didn't follow in his footsteps. For me it was. That was the moment I understood that I was more than the sum of my parts. I didn't have to be one thing. In Senchal I could aspire to be more than my parents' legacy. That's why the city means so much to me.
Oké, oké.
I'll meet you outside the
Hey,
palace.
hey! I need you to do something for me. For the guild, I mean. Yours truly dug up a bit of dirt on a grave in Deshan. Turns out there's an Akaviri soldier buried in the Siltrine Sanitary Mortuary. Not sure what they did, turn a place in a dark elf crypt. Being Dragon Guard, it was probably something big. Names match a Dragon Guard roster we got. Can't be that many Akaviris stuffed in the corpse garden, right? How about you see if those dark elves buried them with honors? Bring any Dragon Guard relics you find back here. Back to the annals of the Riemann Dynasty, part... whatever. Where's another Sword Handmaiden's diary when you need one? Place used to be a respectable ancestor tomb for Dark Elf houses. But something took a turn for the worse in recent years, because it's abandoned and crawling with the undead. Now locals just call it the Corpse Garden. Cheery, right? You know how maudlin Dark Elves get. One of them is probably using it to practice their necromancy. Nothing a Dragon Guard ought to have trouble with. You find that Akaviri kicking around again, try not to bang up the goods.
Oké, akkor meg kell mennünk Lencsába. Szerintem van beszélni kell a tábornokkal. Ja, csajapja, ugyebár. Na, menjünk.
Let's hope my father isn't too busy to see his daughter.
Csak nem. Na, nézzük. A szobájában van a tábornok ezek szerint. Ó, van emelt is.
My hands are tied. We don't have the resources to investigate your daughter's disappearance.
This one understands. Thank you for your time, General.
Pardon the interruption. Do you have a moment, Father?
A moment?
to take us.
Yes, but only that.
That was Luzinda, a local baker. I wonder why she came to see my father.
Here for another ship. Last I heard, the Perfect Pounce was still in condition enough to sail. Or perhaps you find her crew lacking. The Order of the New Moon. Yes, I know of them. They've been recruiting in Senshore for some time, preying on skooma addicts and vagrants. A repugnant practice. You believe this order is a dragon cult? As if dragons weren't troublesome enough. As you heard, the Shield's resources are stretched thin. Senshal is one disaster away from a full-blown riot, and I need my soldiers on the streets. I can't spare any to deal with this matter. You want to investigate? By all means. Huzinda, the Khajiit who was just in my office, believes the Order of the New Moon recruited her daughter, Lahini. Find Lahini, and you should find the cult. Speak to Bazinda and see what she can tell you. I'd consider it a personal favor if you find Lahini and return her to her family. I wish I had the resources to do more. Kaza, 29. Silver hair, green eyes, scar under right eye. Missing 31 days. Abazita, 43. Orange hair, yellow eyes, wears flower pendant necklace. Missing 14 days. Lahini, 21. The list goes on and on. 32 by last count, and those are just the ones that have been reported. A lot of them have left the city, what with the dragons and all. The rest? I don't have the resources to conduct investigations and defend Senshal. Indeed. Perhaps I'm a fool to keep turning you away like this. The more I hear about the forces we're up against, the more I realize that this threat extends far beyond our city walls. Yet my duty must first be to Senshal, no matter the cost. Not a specific event, but a simmering pot eventually boils over. As long as refugees continue to pour into Senshal, turmoil will continue to brew. It doesn't help that my city envoy has abandoned me. My daughter, Aelia. She has a good head for diplomacy. Her understanding of both Imperial and Khajiiti culture has been a great help to my legion over the years. Then you showed up, and she deserted me. And I respect her right to do so. She chose to fight this dragon invasion directly, and I'm proud of her. But that doesn't mean I'm not worried, or that I regret losing one of the few resources I still had. I'd consider it a personal favor.
Poor Bazinda. I can't imagine how upset she must be right now. If we do infiltrate the cult, we should find Lahini and convince her to leave. Or force her to, if she won't listen to reason.
Menjünk a Bazindához. Aztán gondolom meg kell keresni. Itt van kint.
Please, Bazinda would like to be left to her grief. If you'll excuse her. You have? Oh, thank you, thank you! You'll need details, yes? Lahini has black fur and blue eyes. A skinny thing, so frail. She was very sickly as a Jakajit and never quite recovered. Lahini spoke of them. She said, I am but a burden to you. With them I can be useful. Bazinda begged her not to go, but Lahini left the very next morning. Kazan me no more. He is a ruffian, but Lahini loves him. She would have at least told him goodbye. But he refuses to speak to Bazinda. All he does is sit in a tavern, drinking his days away. If you find Lahini, please convince her to come home. We're all worried about her. Only rumors. This one hears they prey on the desperate, the hungry. The cult promises warm beds and hot meals. For many, that is all it takes. But this one thinks that Lahini joined them for a sense of purpose. She considered herself a burden. Lahini was weak, sickly. We love her anyway, but she felt she could be useful to this Order of the New Moon. Useful how, this one wonders. She could be hurt. She could be... Please, you have to find her. Before it's too late.
Hát jó. Szóval kell keresni a lányát.
If you find Lahini...
I don't like the sound of any of this. The more the dragons destroy, the more desperate people become. And then the cult swoops in, promising protection and purpose. It's a never-ending cycle. You're right. I just hate seeing Senchal suffer like this. Kazan seems like our best lead so far. Bazinda said that he likes to drink at the tavern, right? We should head there next.
Az ott miért halt meg, vajon?
If we
Nem
finally
akartam
heal,
leülni.
I'm sure we can convince her to come home.
Az olyan miért halt itt meg? Az ott megöli. Hát bakker. Hát ez remek. Nem, az előbb is láttam, hogy feküdt a földön. Láttam egy Dragon Guard uniformist. Ó, ja, ez olyan, mint az AJ-é, ilyen kis színes bizbaszokkal. Hihihi. Szép. Na, beszéljünk akkor ezzel a
What is it?
kocsma töltelékkel. Arra van a kocsma. Ez még mindig énekelik. Ez is lett van a pincében. Hát szép. Még lejjebb. Ott van.
Volker, come join us. We were just about to order another round.
I should have known we'd find him here.
Ott van az Achi is. Jó, mit tudom mindenki. Hello, Tita.
Next time you head to Black Heights, don't take Zaji. Whenever he sees his mother, he whines about it for days.
Ez is beöltözött izé. De jól néz ki.
Let's just hope it lasts.
Walker, tell Elia to relax a little, yes? This one completed his last mission perfectly. He deserves a pint or two. Zaji heard about Yagrandu's death. Top break, yes? Supply run. Sai sent us to Senshal for food, bedding, you know the deal. So Zaji thought, what does a dragon guard really need? Some libations? And what sort of fool purchases a barrel without first tasting a pint? Right then. Sure. Zaji just needs a quick nap. 3 or 4 hours and he'll be ready for action. Of course! Takes a few barrels to get Casca tipsy on account of her being very large, you understand. Zaji will heroically get these supplies back to the sanctum after one more round.
Zaji and Casca seem to be enjoying themselves. Well, we're not here to scold anyone. We should talk to Kazan and see if he knows where we can find Lahini.
Did we set sail? If not, this one might need to slow down.
Hey, Walker! You see my drink? Oh, wait. He'll steal 1,000 jewels. He'll even play the fool. Say you love him. Say you love him. Hey, Walker, can't you see I'm busy? That mangy harlot? Never heard of her. Look, I'm not in the mood to talk about Lahini, so why don't you shove off? Fine.
She may have broken my heart, but I don't want her to get hurt. Lahini came here with some muskars in dark robes. She begged me to join something called the Order of the New Moon. I turned her down, and they both walked out.
Ezt is be akarták szervezni.
Me and my chums tried to follow, but we lost them in the dark. And I'll admit, I was a bit drunk. Hard to track someone with a few pints in your gut. Ranza, though, he handles his drinks well. He might know where they went. Ranza! You followed that black-robed Zish to a house, didn't you?
Of course. Followed him right to the harbor.
Lies! You can't even follow your own 2 feet.
Cantu. Here, Ranza will show you. Look. I'll just draw you a quick map.
Oké,
And
köszi.
there we go. Perfect.
That's terrible.
Well, what are you...
Oké, itt ott van a ház, ahova bementek. Jó. Most itt, vagy, ja nem, ott. Aha.
Need some help, Walker? I'll join you on this hunt.
That map will lead you right to the robed walker. It's a fine map. You're welcome. Now, where in oblivion is Ranza's drink?
Atya, ezek isznak, mint a gödény.
That map will lead you right to the...
You're on the hunt, yes? I'll join you.
Na, menjünk, akkor menjünk. Ajjajjaj. Először innen kéne kitalálni. Mondjuk. Itt megkerüljük a várat, és akkor ott lesz a ház elvileg. A kanyar után valahol.
Dark fate pursues this one.
A kikötőben. A hajók, ott a ház, akkor az lesz az ott lent. Vagy itt-ott.
I could use a break.
Mikor az nem ház, az csak egy kis hajóba. Ott van egy ház viszont. Ház, mondjuk házat túlzás nevezni, kicsit romos. Többre se lehet menni. Ott is van egy kis ház.
I am Urifa, a merchant. How may I help you? What do? I worry. My next ship is 2 days overdue. I also fill out many forms. Imperials love paperwork. This is known. Aha. Perhaps you haven't seen a Pamaras trader before. We export rugs and tapestries, Khajiiti woodworks, things like that. Then we fill our holds with whatever interests us in foreign ports and bring it back here. Supply and demand, friend. It's all about supply and demand.
Oké. Na, melyik ház lesz az? Ezek nem.
Another ship went down. Got too close to that island off the southern coast. Mark this one's words. That island just is not right.
The shields of Senchal do more than defend the city from dragons.
Ez a vámház, ez nem az? Vagy az ott fönt, az is lehet. Megnézem azt. Aha, ez lesz az. Megvan a ház. Kicsit fel van. Itt nincs semmi.
You hear about the new moon business? Shernama's in the attic.
Ah. Padlás. Akkor menjünk a padlásra. Már elmentek. Ezt a nekromanta írta alá.
Their trail ends here. Walker, you up there?
Hol Casca?
Not so loud, Casca. What if the recruiter is still here?
Don't worry, little one. I'll protect you from the big bad cultists.
I'm not scared. I'm just trying to be cautious. One of us has to be reasonable here.
Ito.
Find anything? I know the place. You reach it through the Outlaws' refuge beneath the city, but they don't let just anyone into the Black Kirgo. If you want to find this recruiter, you'll need my help. It's a fighting ring. I was the reigning champion for 6 years running. I can get you inside, no problem. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
Then let's get going.
Not you, little one. The Black Kirgo is no place for the General's daughter.
Oh, right. I'll head back to the Sanctum with Zaji. As the daughter of General Renmus, it's a little difficult for me to keep a low profile in a place like Black Kirgo. You should go with Casca. Zaji and I will head back to the Sanctum.
This cult recruiter expects you to prove yourself, and that won't be easy in the Black Kirgo. Fighters from all over Tamriel come to test their skills in that arena. Not that any of them were ever a match for me. It was once a city district, home to skooma dens and cutthroats. Burned down when the Nahatan flu hit Senchal. Of course, places like the Black Kirgo don't just go away. Yes, a place for bored nobles to get their blood pumping and tough warriors to earn some gold. I wasted 6 years of my life there, chasing the thrill of battle and the honor of victory. It was brutal, but by the moons did it make me feel alive. Zaji. He sought the best fighter in Senchal for his crew. That was me. At first, I didn't even hear him out. I had gold, fame, a legacy to uphold, but eventually I realized Zaji was offering me something greater than all of that. A home. Listen to me, Predalon. Let's get going.
Na, akkor menjünk az arénához. Tikkos föld alatti aréna. Az átlószerű fülcsön keresztül lehet elérni, azt mondta. Úgyhogy... Össze azt kell megtalálni.
This one should have done more research into how
Hát,
not
úgy
to
látom, a falon
die.
kívül van. Aha. Oké, és akkor lehet, innen lehet átjutni az arénához valahol. Itt is van Guild Trader.
Spare a copper or two?
What is it?
Nothing went how I'd hoped, but I'm glad you were along for the journey, partner.
Well?
Well. Oh.
Casca the Unconquered, in the fur. This one knew you would return one day.
I am not here to fight. We seek entrance, nothing more.
We? Ah, you brought a friend. Come, friend of Casca. Introduce yourself.
Uh-huh.
Why do
No,
you wish to
so.
enter the Black Kirgo, friend of Casca? Are you looking for a fight? Ah, so that's your angle. There may be such an individual present, yes, but the arena is awfully full. He doesn't know if he can squeeze you onto the docket. Well, this one would certainly make room for Casca the Unconquered. There are many who wish to see her fight again. Convince Casca to fight, and you can both enter. A good deal, no?
This is a bad idea. Soon as I step into that arena, every fighter will be on me like stink on a Nix ox. They all want a shot at Casca the Unconquered. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Fine, I'll fight. Stick close and try not to die, yes? I don't want to have to drag your corpse back to the Sanctum and explain what happened to Big Beard. All right, you muskars. I'll fight.
Ah, this one had a feeling you would come
Uh-oh.
around. Casca the Unconquered, back in the fight. This one may need to end his shift early.
Hát, a kaszka.
Sailors and sweetmeats, beggars and thieves, welcome
Jól nézünk
to
ki.
the Black Kirgo Arena!
Let's do this!
First to the arena and ready to kill! It's the Red Rook of Penumbra!
Úgyhogy nem tökölnek, úgy látom.
Impressive! But let us see how you fare against the vicious Iron Horse!
For victory!
Hmm?
Finally, a decent fight.
Ha, most tudtam, hogy...
Not yet! Next up is some local favorites, the Ruddy Fangs of Elsewhere!
More like it.
Na, még mindig jön. Ups.
And for the last round, our arena champions, Domazir the Deadly and the roguish Jirendar!
Ó, nem ez volt az ördög.
Casca the Unconquered. Domazir has been waiting. And so our match is completed! Come, champion! Meet with Shirnama and learn your destiny!
Várjál meg, Koszka!
Strength, skill, and ferocity. The proof of your prowess coats the arena's walls, hot and red. But there are more dangers than the foes in this arena. Even with all your might, you stand no chance against the dragons of elsewhere. There's no need to fight the noble dragons who wish to rule over us. Swear your loyalty to them, and no harm will befall you. Join the Order of the New Moon, and your survival is guaranteed. Excellent, excellent. But first, you must prove yourself worthy. Travel to Tenmar Forest and enter our fortress. I marked the location on your map. And take this pendant. It will identify you as a new recruit to our cause. When you find the New Moon Fortress, show the guard your pendant. It will grant you entry. Dragons have returned to Tamriel. Many fear them. Many hate them. But the Order of the New Moon understands the truth. The dragons are destined to rule this land. To fight against them is to die. To join them is to thrive. In return for our loyalty, the dragons have promised us unending glory. A new moon shall rise over elsewhere, and only the faithful will share in its power. But you will learn more in the New Moon Fortress, yes? Be on your way.
Úgy látom, egy újabb versenyző.
Are we in? Good. We get in, we find out what we can, and then we get out. And if we're lucky, we find Lahini along the way. I'll meet you at the fortress entrance, and before you ask, no, you cannot ride me there. It was once a city district, home to skooma dens and cutthroats. Burned down when the Nahatan flu hit Senchal. Of course, places like the Black Kirgo don't just go away. Yes, a place for bored nobles to get their blood pumping and tough
Ezt már beszéltük egyszer.
The ruddy fangs of elsewhere!
Na jó, oké.
Ruddy fangs, attack!
I could use a break. I'd little time for talk. So much to do, so little time.
Innen jöttem, nem? De...
I have little time to waste.
I've got what you need.
I'm rather busy right now.
Na jó, szóval el kell menni a kultisták erődjébe, és ott megtudni az infókat, aztán lelépni. Ez lesz a holnapi feladat. itt lesz az erőd. Jól van. Oké, akkor holnap oda megyünk el. Most megtaláltuk a sárkányt, akit kerestünk, meg még arénáztunk is, úgyhogy teljesen jó. Köszönöm szépen, hogy itt voltatok, holnap jövünk vissza az erőd kalanddal. Sziasztok, Poliszka!